Hi everyone, this is Tiffany with Raising House and Home. If you're new here, I live on the coast of Maine and we are getting ready for a Maine winter storm. And what you're seeing right now is my backyard, which looks out right onto the water. So come join me as we try to prepare for a storm. So the winds are really picking up and I am just trying to get a few things done before the storm wipes out our power. So I'm going to wash and bake some of these potatoes, and then I have some butter melting so that I can make some cookies to have. And I've got water boiling so that I can make some pasta. And with the pasta, I can make like mac and cheese, or I can make some cold macaroni salad if I need to. So, and the same thing with the baked potatoes, I can make a potato salad cold, or I can heat them up in my little crock pot. So I also have put some water in here for just washing a few things, dishes, things like that. So I'm going to boil some of my pasta and continue on and put my cookies in. So I have my last batch of cookies going and my potatoes are almost done, and I'm trying to beat the storm, so I hope they finish in time before we lose power. And this is going to be a benefit for us in two ways. One is it's going to help us have some food that's already cooked and available, and number two, it helps with residual heat. So we're heating up the house and it will help us stay a little bit warmer if we do lose the power for a couple hours without having to use any kerosene or any other measures. I decided I'm gonna boil some eggs because my grandmother always boiled eggs before a storm, and she grew up in Maine and she lived on an island for some time as well. So it's a kind of a tradition for us before a storm. So I wanted to make sure that I had some at the ready. So I had 3 of these empty Poland Spring jugs, and so since last night I've been using my Berkey and filtering water and filling these up because we have well water and it gets kind of gross if it's not filtered and you try to store it. It usually only stores well for maybe a day or two, and then it starts to get like a funky flavor and odor and it starts to get slimy. So we filter our water with our Berkey, and so these will be for drinking water. I just have to fill this one up a little bit more. I think it will only take one more batch of water to filter through the Berkey, and I'll be able to fill all 3 of these up. And then I will have water in other areas for washing and dishes and things like that. But this is going to be our drinking water. And I'm really happy that I had these jugs. So we did in fact lose power, and I'm gonna just light these tea candles for now and save our bigger light sources for later on tonight if we don't get the power back. So we have a generator and we could run a lamp if we wanted to, but we are still getting a little bit of daylight. So for now, just to save on resources, I'm just going to light the, I had taken down some of our Christmas decorations, so these are now empty and I can use them for useful purposes and not just decorative. So we don't have power tonight for dinner, but we do have our generator, and I have my tiny little crock pot. So I do have it hooked up into our generator, and we have a little light in the kitchen going, hooked up to the generator. And I had made these baked potatoes before the storm really hit. So I am going to heat them up with some butter and pepper and salt, and we will have this with our dinner. I also have some pasta that I made that I might make like a cold pasta salad, and I had some turkey that was cooked, so I might take out the potatoes and then warm up the turkey and some gravy in the crock pot as well. So this is what we do. We use what we have, and we do have a camp stove. We have the grill. We have all different types of ways that we could cook supper, but right now we don't know how long we'll be without power, and we have been without power for like 2 weeks, so we just try to use up what we can, and then go to plan B and then plan C. So for now, we are running a generator for the evening to have a light or two and to charge our electronics. So I might as well use it to plug in the crock pot and just heat up some of the fresh food that we have. And then if it continues on and you no longer have fresh food that you can cook, you need to start going into your pantry staples. Then there's other ways to cook and alternatives to this type of cooking. So for now, we are going to do it this way, and hopefully we will have power back on tomorrow and I can cook with our stove regularly. So I'm gonna get started and put some butter and stuff in here and try to get everybody fed. So a few days ago, I bought this pillow because I wanted to make a draft dodger, or like a draft stopper, for the front of my door. And the stuffing was so expensive with the fabric too. It would have been like $20 something. So I only spent $3.44 on this pillow. And I figured now that it's really windy out and I don't have any power, this would be a good time to sit down and to sew this. I am just finishing up sewing one of my draft dodgers, and I have to fill it, and I'm just watching one of my YouTube channels I like to watch. You can see that I used the fabric from the pillow and am using it as my draft dodger, and I'm going to fill this up with the stuffing. So it's just been like a quiet evening, and it's really windy and cold outside, so we're just kind of relaxing and doing some simple projects. But I'm actually enjoying the like just the quiet peacefulness and meditativeness of just sewing by hand. So I got this one done. It's pretty big, and I filled it up as tight as I could. I'll show you more in the light because it is nighttime here, so it's a little bit dark. So this is the day after the storm, and some of the snow was gone because of the rain, and it warmed up. So my husband built this little house for the generator. We have this generator, which is one of ours. We also have a backup, but this is the one that is more powerful and can run our whole house. And so we keep it safe in this little house until we need to use it. So we're going to have to turn it on this morning. It is pretty, and we didn't get that, oh, it's slippery. We didn't get that much snow like we usually get up north. They got quite a bit. My husband's gonna start the generator up, and then we will recharge our well pump and fill up our toilets and fill up buckets of water, and we will charge our electronics and also charge our refrigerator and freezer. And so we'll run it about an hour and a half or so. And then tonight, when it gets a little darker and colder, we'll do it again, but a little bit longer with the generator. So I'll use my crock pot to cook supper, and we will also probably run it for most of the night until we go to bed, and it will keep our freezer and our fridge cold. So we're gonna get going and get that started. What a difference. Like, it's kind of clear skies, and the winds are calm, and the water's calm. So This is really nice. It's actually warmer out and the wind's not whipping our face, so I think that we might get our power back today. And you know, we do have different resources that we can use. We have a kerosene heater, we have different ways to cook our foods and things like that, but you know, we always have plan A, B, and C. So while we have gas, we will use a little bit of that with our generator and use it sparingly. And then if it goes a little bit longer, then maybe we will rethink using some of our preps. But right now we're able to get gas. In other situations, emergency situations, you may not be able to get gas. So it is good to minimize your usage and kind of dole it out slowly, and to always have a backup plan for the times when you may not be able to get gas or kerosene. So for now, we are using fresh foods and gas, and then I think we'll be okay. But it's always nice to have this happen so that you can check your preparations and you can see where you may be lacking. And in this minor event, you know, you can kind of be prepared more for a major event, which could happen. We haven't had a blizzard yet this year, so we'll have to see what we have available now and what we may need to fix or stock up on before that big event happens. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you found this video helpful, and if you did, please click like. Also click subscribe below so you'll be notified when I put up new videos. I try to do them every Sunday and Thursday, and I appreciate all of your comments and all of the emails that I get, and I hope you guys are happy, safe, and healthy, and until next time, bye.